Okay, guys, so here we are. I'm quite excited to get down there.
Right.
In the waters just north of Oak Island, Alex Lagina and Jack Begley joined diver Tony Sampson and underwater imaging expert Ken DeBoer to search for clues that might be related to a possible buried dam near the northern region of the swamp.
So we're 7 to 8 feet in the shallows here.
Okay.
And we drop down to about 25 out here.
Right. So that's shallow enough that if we're looking well in the past, the water level would have been lower. So it's plausible that, you know, something here may have been on dry land at one point.
Yeah.
Because Fred Nolan thought he had seen evidence of a structure on his beach here.
The one that correlates with Zena Halpern's map.
Yeah, exactly.
And you guys were looking for the dam.
Exactly. So it is possible that any evidence of that structure might be out here in the water.
Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, I can't wait to get on the bottom and get my eyes on it. Your eyes will be on it with the ROV up here.
Great.
So we need to get the ROV in the water, and I'm gonna get suited up and go get wet.
Let's get started.
Beautiful.
All right, here we go.
In order to further aid Tony while he investigates the possible man-made feature underwater,
Here she goes. Perfect.
Ken will utilize a tethered, remote-operated vehicle, or ROV. Equipped with thrusters and a high-definition camera, the ROV will act as a second set of eyes for the team to help direct Tony toward any additional targets of interest.
So, Ken, we'll run a grid.
We're gonna run a grid.
Okay.
We'll just go back and forth. We'll follow the diver as well, and we'll be in communication with Tony the entire time.
Perfect.
Good luck, Tony.
All right, Tony's in the water.
Tony's in the water.
There you go.
All right. Ready to rock and roll.
Outside, I'm on a healthy empty bottom, and I'm doing a metal detector scan. Over.
Surface to diver. Let us know if you see any signs of a structure or anything else. Over.
Copy that.
He's got his head into something now.
Yeah.
He's fanning. Yeah.
Fanning is what we can do. Digging is what we cannot do.
Although Tony is allowed to scan the seafloor with a handheld metal detector, provincial regulations prohibit him from removing or disturbing artifacts.
Alex, I found a piece of plate sitting here. Over.
Can you tell if there's any more buried there? Over.
However, if potential clues or valuables are identified, the team can apply for a special permit to retrieve and further investigate them.
Tony's getting a visual on possibly hand-carved wood, which is actually a really exciting find because we have evidence from Zena's map that there's a dam somewhere along the edge of the water, and that could indicate that people were around that north edge of the swamp doing something.
So, 4 pieces of old timber down here.
Copy. How big?
This one's about a foot and by 6 inches.
Copy. So that sounds like a, I don't know, like a little piece of plank. I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah.
Outside, investigating further now.
Copy. Keep us posted. Over.
We're going shallower.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony's heading towards a boulder there. You can see
Yeah.
it. And he's going right straight for whatever that is. What's that? He's getting right down into it.
Outside, we've actually got some pottery down here with blue markings, and there's a clay sailor's plaque stamp too. Over.
We found a fair amount of pottery recently just from Lot 5. Maybe it's comparable.
Right.
Is it possible that the artifacts Tony has found are related to some of the discoveries made in the last year within the 2 stone features on Lot 5? Artifacts that may date back to as early as the 17th century.
After we get this pottery, I'm thinking there's two possibilities here. One is that the rocks have trapped this stuff here, and the other is that it's sort of a deposit. There's got to be a source for these things. Hey, Tony, we'd love to see if there's any other artifacts surrounding this boulder. Over.
Copy that. I've got a metal detector hit.
All right.
Wow. That's incredible, Tony. That's awesome.
I've got what the hell is that? It's round with a hole in the middle. This could be a coin.
A possible coin? Until the team can present their evidence to the provincial government and hopefully obtain a special permit to remove and examine it. Unfortunately, this potentially valuable discovery will have to remain on the ocean floor.
Outside, guys are heading out. Over.
Copy that, Tony. We'll see you on the boat soon. Over.
All right. I'd say that was a successful dive.
Very.
What makes these artifacts interesting is they're similar to the artifacts that they're finding on land. So either they came in on a ship, or maybe it's part of a shipwreck that was blown up on shore. Wow, that was cool. Or maybe it was from people that were on the island itself.
All right, Tony. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah,
It was a fantastic dive, buddy.
What about that metal detector hit?
What was it?
So that was a disc, like a coin with a hole in it.
No kidding.
Yeah. Initially, I thought it was one of those Chinese-style coins.
Really?
I'm not sure.
Or something like that.
Something like that.
Just right up on that hill is where Gary and I found an actual Chinese coin, and that dated back to possibly BC. Oh, no way! That's an old coin.
And it's got that square hole in it, mate.
In 2020, while searching between the swamp and the money pit on Lot 15, Jack and Gary unearthed a coin that, according to numismatist Sandy Campbell, is of Chinese origin and more than 1,000 years old. Is it possible that Tony Sampson has just found the same type of coin in the waters just north of the Oak Island swamp? If so, could it and other items he has discovered today actually be related to an ancient dam feature that is believed to have been constructed in order to help create the swamp more than 700 years ago?
Well, I was excited before about the pottery, but I mean, pipe stems and maybe even a coin or something.
Yeah.
Now I'm really excited. One thing I know it is for sure is a concentration of artifacts underwater. It might be enough to get some kind of a permit to do further investigation here. That's what I'm thinking.
They're great finds. I think the next step would have to be to get a proper permit for actually retrieving some of these items. We may be able to understand why they're there and if they are connected to Fred's Wall in the north end of the bog.
This area needs a lot more investigation.
Nice job, Tony. Well done.
Great job.
In the Money Pit area, brothers Rick and Marty Lagina are about to get their first opportunity of the year to personally inspect the ongoing renovations that are being made in a mid-18th century structure known as the Garden Shaft.
Before we get dressed, I just want to show you a little something. When you go down there, when I talk about something, you guys have a good idea. Okay, so towards the bottom of the shaft, this is set 16 here. This is where we're seeing that infiltration of water. This is the bad area where all the water's you'll see when we get down there.
Okay.
That is very puzzling.
It is, it is. It is just this area you'll see as you go down.
It's not undermining your shaft, is it, Roger?
No, and that's why I want to try to stop it or at least contain it. Anyways, we'll get you guys dressed. You'll have a good idea. We'll talk
We have a
about it
great
on the way
idea,
down.
yeah.
This is yours.
This is me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is Rick. This is for you.
Okay.
As we all know, 200 and some years, water has always been the problem. Well, now we're encountering it ourselves, and we have to devise a way to shut it down or at least diminish it. The bottom of the garden shaft could be incredibly important to solving the mystery. It needs to be dealt with.
All right. I feel like Ghostbusters.
Since returning to the island 3 weeks ago, representatives from Dumas Contracting Limited have extended the refurbished 82-foot deep shaft down to 87 feet, with the ultimate goal of reaching a total depth of nearly 100 feet. It is here that the Oak Island team hopes to breach a mysterious 7-foot-high tunnel that they have discovered during their strategic core drilling operation. A tunnel that has been carbon dated to as early as the 17th century, and which runs east to west toward the so-called baby blob, where high concentrations of gold, silver, and other metals have been detected in groundwater between depths of 80 and 120 feet.
All right, here we go.
Let's go, guys.
Care needs to be taken to try to understand what's happening inside of the shaft. In a number of ways, this water issue has to be dealt with.
So,
This is 60?
oh yeah. So starting from this set here, this is where our water starts, right here, and then it comes in along the side. So our plan today is we're gonna go one set above this. We're gonna punch 9 holes in here, and we're gonna get some urethane in there. Could stop all this water that we see coming in.
What they want to do is use this fast-setting urethane. They're going to grout it and try and stop the water. And you see those two 2x6s. See the crack?
They use a specialized compound, expanding foam, if you will, in layman's terms. Spray it under pressure, and as it expands, it will seal off that intrusion of water, possibly completely.
Okay. I've landed. Okay, Roger, I have lots of questions.
Yeah,
Where are we compared to where we were last year at the bottom? Are we below that depth?
that's right. So we were about 4 or 5
We're
feet
well
lower than
below.
here. Yeah. So right now we're at 87 feet from the top. So we've gone down about 4 feet roughly.
Right, but how far is that down there?
It's not very much further. I'll just open this up, this little hatch here, so to give us a better idea.
Okay. So we're looking at dirt that nobody else has ever seen, ever.
That's right. Right there. Oh, for sure.
I'll say this, Roger, you're very close to that tunnel that we hope is just a few feet below here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, eh?
Oh, yeah, I'd say.
It's a tunnel we didn't know anything about. It's not described in the narrative.
Yeah.
We got to get down there.
And that's what I'm hoping, like when we start this probe drilling and we start punching away.
Yeah.
Short of artifact recovery,
Yeah.
gold, silver,
Yep.
the most important relevance of this shaft is that horizontal drilling.
Yeah.
Depending on what the team finds, once they reach the believed tunnel below, Dumas will also be able to use a probe drilling device to search for evidence of valuables up to 40 feet in every direction. Should any important clues be discovered during this process, and the existing tunnel is inaccessible, Dumas can construct a new tunnel in order to reach them. Later that morning,
If you're right there, that's good.
Okay.
as Dumas continues their work on the garden shaft,
Hi, Terry.
Maya, thanks for coming out. KL 14.5, we're down 138.
nearly 60 feet to the southwest, geologist Terry Matheson and archaeologist Moya McDonald supervise the core drilling operation in borehole KL 14.5, a borehole that is on target to penetrate the center of Aladdin's Cave, nearly 150 feet underground.
This is a very interesting area to all of us.
Hey, Scott.
Guys, how you doing, Marty?
So we're going to put the Inuktitut camera down in KL 14.5. I think we're all hoping to see some evidence that men actually excavated this cave.
What did we hit here?
Basically, we have 10 feet of open space, is what I'm understanding.
That's big. That's bigger than anything we've seen.
We have never seen anything like this.
Paul, let's get it in a hole and see what we can see.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, Paul, so line it up at the top. Going into the caisson right now.
The Inuktitut Spectrum 120 high-definition camera that the team is using to investigate the massive cavern is not only designed to operate in low-light conditions,
There's the water.
but is also able to pan and tilt for a 360-degree view of its surroundings.
Okay, that's right at 142 at the top of the
hold
casing.
there.
Yep.
We should be inside the cave now.
You can see silt kind of moving past there. Paul, just take her down incrementally.
Okay.
There it is, right there.
Oh my God, look at that.
We see something that looks square, like a square-headed bolt, which would clearly be a man-made thing. That's what we're looking for in Aladdin's Cave. We're looking for some evidence that human beings were inside it. So I guess it's possible, but I would not call it definitive. We need a miniature Gary to go down there and metal detect. Now I would have him lower.
Take it down further, Paul. I think that was not the bottom. I think that's potentially a sidewall. Just trying to get any kind of an indication of where we are.
If there's something, i.e. a man-made something underground, that might have significant importance to what the island is trying to tell us.
You almost have some kind of a current or something pulling sediment across the lens.
See kind of a shadow there.
It looks like something through the mist there.
Oh, you can see stuff now.
Okay, that's interesting.
Trying to rotate around. There's definitely a current down there.
Seems to be. It looks wide open, but you can't see it through that silt to the wall.
I mean, if anything, we've proven it's a wide open cavity. This is a good opportunity for us to really map it with the sonar.
I agree.
We're in the cave, and what we see is very interesting. I mean, it could be man-made. And so for us, if this proved anything, it's worth getting the sonar into. And so we're going to do that in a few days. The sonar is going to tell us the dimensions, where it's coming from, where it's going to. We can look for openings, and we can use this to really map out the underground of the cave. And then I'm really excited about that because to me, this is potentially a treasure location.
Okay, I think we're done, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's reconfigure.
Good job, guys.
Okay, good to go. They can drop me down a little quicker. It's getting hot.
Copy that. Take him down quicker. How's that?
Yeah, all through.
As the sun threatens to end another day of treasure hunting,
I'm in the water.
Copy that.
brothers Rick and Marty Lagina anxiously monitor the progress of diver Mike Huntley as he slowly makes his way down the C1 shaft, more than 170 feet deep below the surface of Oak Island.
I'm in the cavity.
Copy that, you're in the cavity.
Armed with an underwater metal detector, Mike will begin searching for the mysterious gold-colored object the team recorded video footage of last year.
Oh, nice. Hear that?
Oh yeah, I hear something, yeah.
He's getting metal detector hits, and that's a game changer if it could be verified. There should be no metal in a solution feature. That would pretty much say this is man-made.
Is he certain of that?
It's not your gear setting off the metal detector, right?
Because Mike's helmet is completely made of stainless steel, he must be certain that his metal detector is not getting false readings.
Oh, yeah, this thing's extended 3 feet, 4 feet from me.
Is he in the rubble pile?
Are you in the rubble pile?
Yeah, roger that. And this is straight out in front of me, facing pretty much north.
You might try zeroing in on the object, shutting off the metal detector, and then just reaching towards the middle and grabbing at it.
Yeah, right there. I'm trying to get it. Whatever that is, it looks like solid, rock solid, kind of smooth and rounded. And it's not something that I can see. If it is, it's a block.
A block? Could Mike Huntley really have found a large metallic object located at the bottom of the mysterious void?
It's not on the surface of the wall. It could be back in it.
It's freaking air. Rock solid, though, that's the problem. It's not something I can pull off with my hand.
Is it possible that Mike Huntley has located the strange gold-colored object that the team obtained video evidence of last year?
Oh, hey. Hear that?
And if so, could Rick, Marty, and their team be just moments away from finding an important piece to a puzzle that treasure hunters have been searching for and dying for more than 2 centuries?
You piqued everyone's interest right now.
That's another one right there. 2 feet away from the other one.